Okay, so there are a list of requirements that you want to apply to proportions to a sample with a normal distribution. So the sample needs to be a simple random sample. Um, there also needs to be a fixed number of trials. So we need to have a fixed sample size. Those trials need to be independent, meaning one trial has no effect on any other trial that follows it. Um, in order to have a true proportion, we can only have two categories of outcomes, either success or failure, right? Because then that's going to be our P prime and our Q prime. The probabilities of success or failure remain constant for each trial. And there are at least 5 successes and at least 5 failures in the simple random sample. So basically, the number of successes has to be at least 5, and the number of failures has to be at least 5. So that would mean that potentially the minimum sample size you could have would be 10. Because with a minimum sample size of 10, you could have 5 successes and you could have 5 failures. But if, for example, um, you sampled 10 people, like for a political survey, and let's say you had a situation like this where you had 2 successes and 8 failures, that adds up to 10, but this value is not 5. So what you would need to do is you would need to keep sampling more and more people, maybe as many as 13, until the number of successes got up to 5 or higher. Okay. Um, so yeah, so that's kind of what this last rule means here. All right, down below, I have an example of these 5 rules. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Just go ahead and read through that. Um, so let me go ahead and stop the video here, and we'll move on to doing some calculations, learning about how to do margin of error and confidence intervals with proportions.